Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm so happy you're here today. In this episode, we're going to learn how to talk about the weather in English, but we're going to do it in a different way. Instead of just learning vocabulary lists, we're going to learn through stories, real conversations, and natural speaking practice. By the end of this episode, you'll feel much more confident making small talk about the weather in English. Let's start with something simple. Why do people talk about the weather so much? In countries like the United Kingdom, United States, and Canada, talking about the weather is one of the most common ways to start a conversation. It's safe. It's easy. It's neutral. You can talk about the weather with your neighbor, your coworker, a taxi driver, or even a stranger in an elevator. It helps break the silence. Imagine this. You walk into an elevator. It's quiet, a little awkward. Then someone smiles and says, "Nice weather today, isn't it?" And just like that, the tension disappears. You reply, "Yes, it's beautiful today." A simple sentence, but it creates connection. Now let me tell you a story about the coldest day I ever experienced. The first time I visited Canada in winter, I thought I understood what cold meant. I really did. Where I'm from, winter can be cold. But that day, when I stepped outside and the temperature was below zero, I realized I was completely wrong. The air felt sharp. My face hurt. My breath turned into white smoke. Someone next to me said, "It's not too bad today. It's only -10. Only -10? I could barely feel my fingers. That day I learned a new word. Freezing. Not just cold freezing. You can say, "It's freezing outside." Or even more naturally, "I'm freezing." Try saying that now. "I'm freezing." Good. You can also say, "It's absolutely freezing." Or, "It's bitterly cold." These phrases sound much more natural than just very cold. Now let's imagine the opposite situation. A few years later, I experienced a heat wave during summer. The weather forecast said temperatures would reach 40 degrees. And they did. The air felt heavy and humid. Even at night, it was hot. People were walking slowly, drinking cold water, sitting in the shade. Everyone kept saying, "It's boiling today," or "It's scorching," or even, "I'm melting." Instead of saying, "Very hot," you can say boiling. For example, "It's boiling outside." Repeat that. "It's boiling outside." You can also say it's scorching, or it's sweltering. These words describe extreme heat. Now, let's slow down and practice some basic weather vocabulary. When the sun is shining and the sky is clear, we say it's sunny. It's sunny today. When there are many clouds in the sky, it's cloudy. It's cloudy this morning. When water falls from the sky, it's rainy. It's rainy today. If the wind is strong, it's windy. It's very windy outside. When snow falls, it's snowy. It's snowy and cold. And when there's thunder and lightning, it's stormy. It's stormy tonight. Let's turn this into a small story. One afternoon, I looked outside and saw dark clouds. The sky was grey. The air felt heavy. I thought, "It looks like it's going to rain." That's a very natural sentence. Say it with me. It looks like it's going to rain. 5 minutes later, it started raining. Not lightly. It was pouring. Another great word, pouring. It's pouring. We also have a funny idiom. It's raining cats and dogs. That means it's raining very heavily. Unfortunately, I didn't bring an umbrella. Within minutes, I was completely wet. A stranger looked at me and said, "Didn't check the forecast." We both laughed. The forecast is the weather prediction. You can say, "I checked the weather forecast," or "The forecast says it will rain tomorrow." Weather is perfect for small talk. Imagine you're at work. You walk into the office kitchen and see your coworker. You say, "Cold this morning, isn't it?" Notice that little question at the end. isn't it? That's very common in English. Your coworker might answer, yes, it's freezing. I didn't want to get out of bed. Now you're having a natural conversation. Or maybe you're waiting at a bus stop. It's windy. Someone says, it's so windy today. I can barely walk. You respond, I know. I almost lost my hat. Simple, natural, friendly. Now let's talk about seasons. There are 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, which is also called fall, and winter. In spring, the weather is often mild and rainy. Mild means not too hot and not too cold. The weather is mild today. In summer, it's usually hot and sometimes humid. In autumn, it becomes cooler and windier. Leaves fall from the trees. And in winter, it's cold, sometimes freezing, and in some places, snowy. You can describe your country like this. In my country, summers are very hot and humid. Or, in my city, winters are mild and it rarely snows. Or, we often have thunderstorms in spring. Try describing your country out loud right now. Let me tell you about a snow day. In some parts of the United States, when it snows heavily, schools close. One morning, I woke up and heard that school was cancelled because of heavy snowfall. Outside, everything was white. The streets were quiet. It was peaceful and beautiful. But later, the snow became heavier. The wind got stronger. It turned into a blizzard. A blizzard is a severe snowstorm with strong winds. That day, I learned how weather can change quickly. And that reminds me of something interesting about the United Kingdom. People often joke that you can experience 4 seasons in one day there. It can be sunny in the morning, rainy in the afternoon, windy in the evening, and cold at night. So people often say, the weather is unpredictable. Repeat that. The weather is unpredictable. Now let's practice asking questions. If you want to ask about the weather, you can say, how's the weather? Or what's the weather like? If you're talking about another place, you can say, what's the weather like in your city? Someone might answer, it's been raining all day. Notice that structure. It's been raining all day. That means it started earlier and it is still raining now. You can also say, it's been really hot lately, or it's been quite cold this week. These are natural and common sentences. Let's imagine another scene. It's nighttime. You hear thunder. You see lightning flash across the sky. The rain is hitting the windows loudly. Someone says, looks like we're in for a storm. That means a storm is coming. During a storm, you might hear thunder, see lightning, and maybe even experience a power outage. The lights flicker. The room becomes dark. Then, after some time, the storm passes. The next morning, the sky is clear, the air smells fresh, and maybe you even see a rainbow. There's a beautiful expression. Every cloud has a silver lining. It means that even bad situations can have something good in them. Weather gives us so many expressions in English. For example, if you feel sick, you can say, I'm feeling under the weather. If you want to postpone a plan, you can say, let's take a rain check. Now I want you to think about your own experiences. What was the hottest day you remember? Was it boiling? Was it humid? Did you say, I can't stand this heat? What about the coldest day? Did you say, it's freezing? Did you wear gloves, a scarf, and a heavy coat? Try telling that story out loud in English. Speak for 1 full minute. Don't worry about mistakes. Just speak. Weather is something we all experience. It connects us. It gives us easy conversation topics. It helps us practice adjectives, verb tenses, and expressions. And the more you practice talking about simple things like the weather, the more natural your English will become. So the next time you're in an elevator, at work, on a bus, or meeting someone new, try it. Say, nice weather today, isn't it? Or, "It's really windy out there." Or even, "Looks like it's going to rain." Simple words. Real confidence. Thank you so much for listening and practicing with me today. Keep speaking out loud. Keep noticing how people talk about the weather in movies, shows, and real conversations. And remember, small talk leads to big confidence. I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.